There's a side hustle I ran that brought in over $65,000 a month. Me personally, this is not saying you could do it too. I didn't do the work though, I didn't hire employees, and I ran it completely remotely from anywhere in the world. Does it sound pretty crazy? Yeah, it might, but there's no storefront, there's no followers, no content, just a simple system that runs in the background and made money, still actually makes money every single day. And here's what throws people off. I don't fulfill the service myself, I don't buy supplies, I don't even meet the clients. I just run the system, and then the system does the rest. So what exactly is this business, and why and how does it work? Most importantly, could you actually do it yourself? Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna show you right now. So let's break it down. What is it? It's called drop servicing. You sell a service and you pay someone else to fulfill it. That simple. But the version I run is focused on one thing every household needs, and that is residential cleaning. And no, I'm not busting my back with a mop and a broom. I don't clean a single thing. I don't manage any employees. I just run the back end. I connect the customers when they book and the contractors to do the cleaning, and then I collect the margin. Very simple, it's very scalable, and most people have no idea it even exists. E-com, affiliate marketing, content creation, agencies, yeah, they all work. Well, I guess they all can work, but they require months of skill building. You gotta make a ton of content, or you need capital. This model has built-in recurring demand. Dirt always comes back, and they're not building robots to clean houses anytime soon. So customers need to rebook weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly. There's also high margin. It's a very low barrier to entry business because you don't need supplies, you don't need a product, you just need one cleaner, and there's no shipping or returns. It's also remote from day one. You don't even need to live in the city you operate in. You can run it from another country. I've got somebody inside Home Service Academy, my business, running this business from Hong Kong when he's based in California. There's no team management either. You just partner with experienced 1099 contractors who already have the equipment, they pay for their own gas, etc. You're not hiring W-2 employees or dealing with payroll and having to pay workers' comp and payroll tax and pay for their vacuums or repair a vacuum when they break it. So you start with leverage. You don't have to do the labor at the beginning. But how does it work? How do you actually get this thing off the ground? Step one is going to be to choose a market. You're going to pick a metro area, at least 50,000 people or more, and look for, high median incomes, because those are typically the people that are paying for cleaning services, right? So you have higher demand. And also look for more competitors. And yeah, competition is actually good in this business, which is kind of counterintuitive, but it just means people are actively paying. And remember, you don't need to live there. There's thousands of these markets across the US and Canada. Step two is going to be recruiting the cleaners. All you do is post a job ad on Indeed and look for at least 1 year of experience. Make sure they have their own transportation. Make sure they have their own equipment. They communicate well, they get back to you fast, right? The intangibles. Now, what is a test clean? You're going to get a friend or a family member or somebody you know in the area, and you're going to send the cleaner to this job. And to the cleaner, they're going to think it's a real job, and you're going to pay them like it's a real job. But where the test clean comes into play is because they're contractors, there's a small risk of them trying to steal your customers. So what you're going to do is have that friend or family member ask them, how can I book again? That's the key phrase there. How can I book again? When they ask that, the cleaner's either going to respond one of two ways. They're going to say, here's my card, I'll do it for cheaper. If they do that, you fire them and find another cleaner because they just try to steal your customer. Now, is this a real customer? No, but it's better that they do the test clean and reveal their true character rather than a customer you already paid money to acquire. Or they'll say, on the flip side, they'll say, call the office, book through the company you originally called. If that's the case, they're likely going to be good to go for future jobs. And remember, you're not hiring them, they're contractors, they're not W-2 employees. Step three is attracting customers. Now, let's say you're starting from scratch. How do you get your first few jobs? All you gotta do is post inside local Facebook groups, right? Moms groups, local neighborhood groups, buy-sell groups, with a $50 off your first clean offer. On top of this, you can run Google local service ads where you only pay per lead, and you're paying for leads that are already searching for cleaning services, meaning they're very likely to buy. Then you build a pipeline that brings in about 5 to 10 leads a week. There's no ad skills required or marketing expertise required, and you dish out 10 quotes, you should close about 5 of them. And then step 4 is automating everything. And this is where it gets pretty powerful because we use Booking Koala for bookings, payments, customer quotes. Then we use CleanWorks for all the CRM functionality, all the call tracking, the follow-up, cleaner communication. And the result, customers end up booking online. The cleaner gets notified. They say, hey, I want this job. They assign themselves to the job gets done, you get paid, you barely touch it. And this is how students are scaling to 20K plus a month without adding more hours. That's not to say you're gonna scale to 20K plus a month if you just follow this video, but that's just what we see. I'm not making an income claim. Now, what do you actually need to start though? So here's the startup kit. This is about $300 to $500, and you tack on another $500 for ad spend. So call it $1,000, but you don't need ad spend. Booking Koala plus CleanWorks. I'll put the links in the description below. That total is about $150 $10 a month. CleanWorks is a 30-day free trial though. You're gonna need general liability insurance, about $60 to $80 a month. You're gonna need a phone, a laptop, and then as far as your website goes, I use Rebolt, which is about $99 to $199 a month, okay? You can get your first booking before you even launch the website, so it's not totally necessary, but Rebolt is awesome at what they do. I highly recommend them. I'll put them in the description below as well. And I want you guys to know that this model isn't just theory. Here's what I've seen. I've seen Matt, a full-time sales rep for a software company. He's now matching his salary while he still has 9 to 5, so he's now double dipping. And then we also have Skylar, who went from full-time line striping salesman to over $100,000 a month in 18 months, buying a brand new house strictly from the profits of his remote cleaning business. And the coolest part is, guys, these people weren't content creators, they're not marketers, they just had 9 to 5 jobs. They're just like you. They just followed the system, they stayed consistent, and they treated it like a real business. And why you've never heard of this is because it's not flashy. Nobody's gonna go brag to their friends about their cleaning business over trying to grow their Shopify store, okay? No one's posting their cleaning schedules on Instagram, and nobody's definitely not showing revenue screenshots from their housework. But that's why this works. While everybody else is chasing drop shipping, AI, all the different trends, clout-based side hustles, oh, sell a course, whatever. This just runs quietly and profitably. It's not sexy, it's just smart. And if you want to build this business the right way, without guessing, without wasting any time, we just went ahead and put together a free training that walks you through this whole thing inside and out, all the nitty-gritty that I left out in this video. I'm gonna show you how to pick your best market. I'm gonna show you how to get your first paying client and how to scale this to potentially, not to say you're gonna do this, but how I've seen, and we've helped people scale to $10, $20, even $30,000 a month without ever doing any cleaning yourself. It's the same system over 3,000 people have already used. That being said, that link is in the description below. The training is free. Check it out. And hey, if you got value out of this video, give me a like, toss me a subscription if you haven't already, turn the notification bell on, and if you want more real business breakdowns, subscribe to the channel and check out some of our other videos. And drop a comment. If you had to start one new side hustle this year, which one would it be? Let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate you for watching. I'm Johnny. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.